I would have never thought a UCS Jango Fett Starship would happen, but here we are with set 75409, which contains 2,970 pieces and 2 minifigures with Jango Fett and Boba Fett. The box art has the standard black background that we see and a blue tint in the back of the ship, really helping it emphasize every detail. On the back of the box, we find a second angle of the set with both Jango and Boba Fett displayed. Next to this, we have the set dimensions, and we have some extra pictures of the set as well as an episode 2 picture on Camino. Ripping into the box here, we see the set comes with a decent amount of bags, 23 to be exact, and to nobody's surprise, a sticker sheet as well. Like with every UCS set, there's a nice write-up about Jango Slave 1, which is a fun read. The completed set looks better than I could have imagined. The detail is popping from every angle, the display plaque is printed like we've had on UCS sets for the past few years now, and it has tons of information about the Starship, so pause and read it if you'd like, it's very insightful. The ship sits on this Technic stand like most UCS sets do. While they aren't all the same, they do share similar techniques to help support heavy models like this. You have a choice on how you want to display this set. It can either be with the stand or without the stand. Removing it is fairly simple, and it allows you to display it in this landed position rather than its flying position. I do prefer it with the stand, but if you don't have the room to display the stand in its flight mode or don't like how it looks, this is a great option that LEGO included, and it still looks phenomenal. What I dislike is how there's no spot for our minifigs to be placed, and the only option is inside of the ship, which isn't a bad thing, but pretty much every other UCS set allows the minifigures to be displayed on the stand, and I would have liked that to be an option as well. I want to start by looking at the front of the ship and just admire how smooth it looks. The colors blend so well and complement each other so nicely. We have the blasters on the front which can rotate together and can rotate however much you'd want. The windscreen piece, which if I'm not mistaken is brand new for this version of the Slave 1, I want to say it's slightly larger than the previous Slave 1 windscreen that Boba Fett had. Moving this back to its landed position, we see the entrance and exit ramp that can easily be moved up and down, and it's a fun feature that you could place Boba and Jango to create a fun scene or as a place to display your figs. The cockpit is highly detailed and full of target lock system seats for both minifigs and computer screens and scanners to see where they're going and track nearby enemies. And all of this is captured with some amazing sticker detail. Since there's no display stand for your minifigures, I'd assume most people will have them inside the cockpit, and they do look nice while placed inside. LEGO has a special compartment for Jango Fett to put his blasters and jetpack, which can easily be removed and just clip the blasters on and place the jetpack on here, and you're good to go. Unfortunately, there's no room for his helmet, so we have to put that to the side. The back or the belly of the ship is crazy detailed as well. At the top, there's a compartment that can open and drop the seismic charge, which is awesome. This is a partial Easter egg in my opinion because the box does show the seismic charge, but it's still really cool. It's easy to access, and it's a matter of removing these panels, and it's a cool play feature. It is all stickers, and it's the same issue of gray stickers on gray pieces, but the seismic charge is hidden, so it's not taking away anything from the look of the set. LEGO didn't have to add this, but I'm most definitely glad they did, as it's a chef's kiss of a play feature. The back of the set almost looks like a face, and I see a lot of C-3PO resemblance, but others may agree or disagree, just something I picked up on while staring at the finished product and seeing official images online. Not that anyone will be swooshing this set around every day, but it is worth noting that it's very sturdy of a model, and as long as you're careful while moving it, you shouldn't have an issue with this set breaking. Not that anyone will pick up the set from this spot, but the front of the set right here does have a little bit of give, so I would not recommend lifting the set up from this part as there is risk for it breaking. As long as you're careful while moving it, you shouldn't have any issues with the set breaking. I do find it way more sturdy than last year's May UCS set with the UCS TIE Interceptor, if that means anything to you. Not that this is an Easter egg, but the amount of attention to detail with the Arabesh included on the set, between the sides of the ship and even removing the windscreen and seeing some right here, you can tell LEGO really took their time with each sticker. Taking a better look at the minifigures, we start with the Jango Fett, and wow, is this even better in person. Jango comes as a highly detailed minifig with so many upgrades over the previous version. The arm printing is fantastic, and the torso and leg printing is out of this world. He does come with 2 different blasters compared to what other LEGO Star Wars minifigures get. If I remember correctly, these also used to be used as a hose piece in LEGO City, or they used to be used as a hose piece. I can't remember exactly, but Jango's helmet is nice, while a surprising upgrade was made to the rangefinder. In the past, we've been accustomed to the standard rangefinders, and honestly, I never thought about it needing an upgrade, but I'm pleasantly surprised with how great this looks. I do think even with the old rangefinder, this minifigure would still be near perfection, but the new piece really takes it over the top. The back of Jango has ample detail, and obviously he comes with his jetpack, which looks so good. We take off the helmet, and we have 2 face prints and a hairpiece to go along with Jango, which I'm sure many of you will have him with on the inside of the ship. While Jango looks great, the same can't be said for Boba Fett. Simply put, this minifigure is poorly executed or even a disaster. The hairpiece doesn't make sense, as we've seen LEGO get the hairpiece correct in much older versions of this Boba Fett, and sadly there's no printing on the legs. There should have been something on the feet or Boba's boots, but dual molded legs being excluded here was a big mistake from LEGO. To add on top of that, the belt is the wrong color. I'm not sure why it's brown when it should have been a shade of blue, and the 2 face prints for Boba are fine, but nothing to really jump out at you. But sadly, the lack of attention to detail in other places with this minifig really make it one of the worst that I can remember in recent history. Before I give my final thoughts, I want to compare this set to other sets, starting with the UCS TIE Interceptor. Last year's May UCS set was one of my favorites, and I think these two look great next to each other. The Jango Fett helmet doesn't compare in size, but if you want to have your own Jango display area, these two sets definitely should be a part of that. And we can't forget about the Boba Fett helmet as well. So what do I think about the Jango Fett's Starship? And as you could probably tell from my tone throughout the entire video, I love it. This is going to go down, I think, as one of the best sets of not only 2025 for LEGO Star Wars, but I think this is going to go down as one of the greatest, not just UCS sets, but LEGO Star Wars sets of all time. The Boba Fett Slave 1 from a few years back was, in my opinion, a top 5 UCS set, and I think when you have these two side by side, this one just looks better, so I think you have to move this into the top 5, or at least my personal preference now is that this moves into the top 5, which says a lot because it was going to take a lot to bump that set out of there, and here we are. So I am thoroughly impressed. I don't have any complaints about the physical model itself. My only complaint is with the Boba Fett minifig, not the actual set, so that says volumes about it. It's not like there's a flaw with this set. It's flawless, I feel. The Jango Fett minifig is so good. It's so highly detailed, and when these figs are inside the set, I love how it looks. The back of the set has more detail than I could have even imagined. So yeah, I am taken away by this, and for $300, this set is absolutely worth it. I know this video is going up after the May 4th promotion, so I really hope you got a chance to pick up this set so you can get the May 4th promotion GWP. But if not, get this afterwards. If you're new to the hobby of collecting LEGO, pick this up because it is awesome. Or what you could do is wait for next year's May 4th promotion, get this set, and you can get the GWP then. So I don't think anyone will be upset with picking up this model. It is near perfection in my opinion. The only thing that would make this a legit perfect UCS set would be the minifig, but set itself perfect. Minifigs, the only flaw is Boba Fett. But overall, I mean, there's so many play features from the cannons. Over here, when you take it on and off the stand from landing to flying, these actually move on their own. So you can move them yourself, but they just fall right back down. It is so cool. The amount of technical elements that went into this to let these features really come to life, it is beyond my wildest imagination. So yes, 1,000,000 times, pick this set up. You will not regret it for $300. I know it is a bit steeper than we've seen the other May sets in the past. This has to be the most expensive May UCS set of all time, I want to say, but I don't regret it one bit at all. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you have this set? Will you be picking it up? What do you think of it? Where do you rank it on your all-time LEGO Star Wars sets or UCS set list? And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more LEGO content, and I'll see you in the next one.